Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a defendant pleading guilty and trying to convince the judge that she's far too busy for in-person probation check-ins, all while donning a pink bonnet in court, because why not? But the judge isn't swayed, reminding her that if she managed to make time for a little five-finger discount at Walmart, she can carve out time for probation. Let's dive into this courtroom scene where excuses, real-life struggles, and a reality check collide.
This is Miss Brittany Bell. She does want to plead guilty to shoplifting. It's going to be a negotiated plea. Just going to ask for some consideration as far as probation. That Miss Bell wants to be heard on the chance to have a phone-in or phone or mail-in report on probation. I've explained to her that's not a guarantee, but she can be heard on it.
All right, Ms. Bell, raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. You're before the court on State of Georgia versus Brittany Michelle Bell, 2021 CR 08355 for theft by shoplifting. You're entering a plea of guilty. Is that correct, Mr. Lynch?
Yes, Judge, pursuant to.
All right. By this plea, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present testimony and evidence on your behalf, to not incriminate yourself. And if you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things?
Yes.
All right. Factual basis, please.
Yes, Your Honor. On or about May 15th of 2021, Officer M. Rodriguez was working an authorized part-time at 7050 Highway 85, Riverdale, Clayton County, Georgia, 30274, also known as the Walmart, when loss prevention specialist Lee Granger, Granger, advised Officer Rodriguez of the theft by shoplifting. According to Mr. Granger, he observed two females, one later identified as the defendant, at a self-checkout register 50, scanning items and placing them inside the Walmart shopping bags. According to Mr. Granger, the defendant passed all points of sale with concealed and unpaid merchandise. The items totaled $97.88 before tax. Mr. Granger also provided a written statement. At that time, the defendant was charged with theft by shoplifting. Your Honor, the state's recommendation is 12 months probation, a fine of $200. The defendant is to complete the theft prevention course, 40 hours of community service, and the defendant is to not return to that incident location.
It was the location again, I'm sorry.
Yes, Your Honor, 7050, so 7050 Highway 85, Riverdale, Georgia, 30274.
Is that the Walmart?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Lynch.
Judge, that is the negotiated plea offer that I explained to Ms. Bell when I explained to her her rights, and she does want to accept it. She did want to be heard on mail or phone-in reporting to probation. And I'm going to let her explain that to you in her own words, because I had a little bit.
All right, Ms. Bell, let me hear you.
I was requesting to have phone-in interviews because I have to take my handicapped father to chemo and urology, and my younger son to urology appointments daily. So it will be hard for me to try to report in driving there versus me doing it over the phone.
But you managed to go to Walmart and steal.
That was years ago. This literally, my father just had a massive heart attack. I lost my mom all after COVID. So this accident happened years ago.
Accident?
This incident happened years ago. This
Walmart incident happened years ago.
I tell you what, if you can show me, you can show your probation officer proof of these appointments that you have, then I may switch to phone and mail report, but for now, no. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room so you can speak to Ms. James, who's the intake expert for probation. Talk to her about your situation, and if you can bring in proof from a medical facility for your son and for your father that you have these frequent appointments, then you can present that to your probation office and they can request it through me.
Okay, I have the paperwork now. I mean, I can give it to her now.
Okay, well, talk to Ms. James about that. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with her. But I'm gonna sentence you on this case to 12-month probation, $200 fine. It's gonna be $298 with the surcharges, a theft prevention course, 40 hours of community service, and you're not to go back to any Walmart in Clayton County.
Can I pay the fine today?
You can do whatever you need to today, ma'am. Just talk to Ms. James first, okay? I'm gonna put you in the breakout room with her. You do not have to come back to this room once you have spoken with her. But like I said, if you present the information that we discussed with your probation officer, then they may be able to present that to me and we can have a discussion about that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to the breakout room with Ms. James.
Despite her pleas about a packed caregiving schedule, her lack of humility shined through, and the judge didn't let that slide. She handed down probation, fines, and a mandatory theft prevention course with a tiny window of hope for phone reporting. But here's what I really want to know. Was that pink bonnet a strategic power move or just plain bad judgment? And did her story actually warrant any leniency, or was the judge spot on with the no-nonsense approach? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more gripping courtroom moments. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.